So let me tell you what I think is going on in a person's mind, or probably what's not going on that people don't really know about the hair world. And man, if you're watching this video and you got a daughter, a friend, loved one that's thinking about going to hair school, they should probably see this next few seconds of what I'm going to say. I think that most hairdressers think that they just go to hair school, learn how to do hair, and the job is going to pay when they get it. Now, listen, there are some jobs that just pay, but the hair world is not like getting a job at most jobs where you go and like let's say nursing, you go into nursing. The hospital already has the patients. They hire you for so many hours a week. You get paid by the hour. It's a higher dollar amount per hour, sure, but you're going to go in and you're going to work all those hours, get paid that amount, and there's different ways you can do it. But forget about nursing. I mean, any any and most. What other jobs did we decide the other day people can get out that they go do instead of
Oh,
hair?
I looked it up.
Dental hygienist.
I looked it
All right, let
up.
me finish this then. Let
Yeah.
me finish this then. So you can go get hourly jobs at places, but the company markets, advertise, brings the customers in. That's why they pay you hourly. In the hair world, you can get paid hourly, but most people that are successful get commission or rent a space and build their own business. And so that's going to come with a little bit of money at first, then grows to an endless amount of money at the end. And so if you can't spend another year or two building the business right out of school, or you have no marketing or sales skills, or no support from a husband, a parent, a wife, somebody that's making money and paying your bills while you're building it, then you're not going to make it in that first year or two. But the other choice is you can go work at a chain salon or an hourly salon or a salary salon where they do the marketing and the advertising. The problem is kind of good and bad. You can go right out of school and make living wages right away, hourly. But it's not a place where you can grow and make more because you go in right away and make that, depending on where you're at in the country, making that 10, 12, 14, $18 an hour. But then a year or two or three later, you're still making about the same. So right away you can pay the rent, but then 3 or 4 years later, that's all you can do. It's still just pay the rent and a few bills you have. You're not going to grow into a career and grow that business. Some people will use that as a stepping stone where they will get the hourly pay job in a shopping mall somewhere, strip mall, and they're getting paid like at a place that just does haircuts. Mostly it's men and children. Then they'll get a liking of certain group of people. Then they try to take those clients that like them, which the owners never like, and go to another business where it's commission and ask John and Sam and Bob, will y'all come follow me over here? And then start to try to grow a women's business off of it. But you haven't been doing women's hair for a year or two while you were building it. So you kind of forgot. You're a little rusty on the color to highlight and things that really make the big money. So it's a hard transition. So knowing that, do you still want to do hair? You've got to build it. This old boss of mine said, "Hey, I got an old friend of mine whose daughter's having trouble figuring out what she wants to do. She's a older teenager, and her grandma said maybe you'd like to do hair, and she said maybe so. He said, would you talk to her and maybe apprentice her in your salon? I said sure. And so I called her, said to meet with me. She cancels the day before and says, I didn't realize it was going to be Valentine's Day. And I was like, so you're going to be taking off every Valentine? Okay. I said, that's fine. Let's just do it next week then. So already I'm like, well, I'm not hiring her. But let me just see what happens the next week. As a favor to my old boss, I'm going to have her come in. Next week she comes in. She sits in the corner during our salon meeting. And this is what she does the whole time during the meeting. I thought she'd be listening and asking questions or watching what people are saying. We're going over numbers, and this is what she's doing. Just texting on her phone the whole time, almost like she wasn't in the room. Now I know that's what kids do these days, and she probably is listening, multitasking, but to this old guy, she doesn't look interested. I'm like, she's not asking questions. She doesn't look like she's interested. All the other hairdressers are like, I don't think she wanted to be here. And so at the end of it, I said, so you want to be a hairdresser? She goes, I don't know. My grandma just said maybe it's something I'd like.